really must insist on this point of the articulation of the triplet figure. The problem is that many of us are simply moving the bow back and forth, rather than with a tight knuckle. Exactly. It's a kind of bowing that's kind of gone out of fashion. So why don't we just extract one of those triplets, just as an example, someplace. Perhaps the, here we go. It's a bar number 63. The upbeat to 62, just the strings. Or perhaps with the temps. Go with a C, G, okay? Right. It's a different sound. It's also more menacing. This is, after all, a funeral march. So let's move on to the, like 2 bars before the maggiore. Oh, and the G, A, B. Entirely different sound, okay? Maggiore, it's like a major key, and there's some hope, maybe. Life after death, or I don't know what he was thinking of at this moment, but in any case, it should be an entirely different sound. Very aerated. That's it. Again, for some of the younger colleagues, we're holding that C natural for a full 8th forte. And then it's like falling off a cliff. Just bomb, okay? Hand over mouth, just stop the sound instantly.
Can I ask?
You certainly may.
At bar after C, when we start our...
Right.
Do you want that also the martellet stroke at the tip, or should we be in the middle?
Well, I would prefer in the upper half of the bow, because you're buried. It's too soft a sound, but you're caught between the first and second viols and cellos. In order to cut through, we need more punch. So it's too soft an attack in the middle of the bow. Okay? Just the strings, the forte piano. Okay? So we use about half the bow for 1/8 of that half note. Okay? And then we just stop dead in our tracks. That's it. Okay? And the abruptness of it is what we're driving at, and what makes it so effective. That really is an incredible surprise, and of course bodes troubles. It's another one of these menacing signs. We're getting back to the funeral march theme in minor, so this is like a warning shot. Let's have the fortissimo, 98, bar 98. Tim's, be sure not to overpower us, okay? Fortissimo, but you're in a very strong corner there, okay? So we get a lot of you. We're starting right there at 8 bars before the minore, which is bar 98, sorry. Note as long as possible before you break, and hit the note with the bow already placed on the string, rather than sort of falling on it from a height. Falling on the string with a bow from a height, like after the downbeat. This is letter E. Okay. Now, cut off, and then the third beat, you have plenty of time to get the bow on the string without making the sound, making the note sound. D, pow, and then it's like a rifle shot. Okay, so let's have that rifle shot, which is the third beat of letter E, just the strings. Well, no one else playing anyway. Okay, no, from the third beat itself, with the bow already on the string, and then just pull it. Here we go. That's fabulous. That's just what I'm looking for. Like one bar before E, one bar before E, Edward, the entire orchestra, everybody at this time, with the string. There's like a struggle between the lower strings and the upper strings to keep this tempo moving. Yeah. And it's, and I'd really like to sort this out because ladies and gentlemen, don't put me between, the devil and the deep blue sea. If, in order to keep ensemble, if I feel there's a heaviness, then I'm going to have to give in, and then it gets slower and slower. And if I drive it, meaning I try and keep the tempo, then I get these, these moments of, lack of ensemble, because some are pulling against the beat and some are moving forward. So if we could just establish the tempo right from the start, pianissimo, and especially the lower string, basses, not so much the cello, basses, you tend to get slightly behind the beat as we go along. It kind of gets heavier and heavier. Okay, without the woodwind. Keep going now without me. Okay, thank you. Well, the art of conducting is to make yourself superfluous, but not right away. Okay, let's have the last movement. Do make more of that descending chromatic line. You do have it written. One of the horn parts is written perhaps in the bumper. Because it's a great line. Chromaticism and Beethoven weren't always the best of friends, and when he uses it, he means it. It's a great moment. Not too much bow, like concentrated energy, so you get it's a great moment. Okay. 330, bar 330.